Jeremy Talboy, have you ever been broke before?
Yeah, I'm broke all the time. So we do a lot of big, large-scale commercial projects, and you got to have a lot of money to fund that stuff. So as you're floating all these projects, it's kind of up and down. So yes, I'm broke all the time.
How do you manage that stress of having to pay these bills and waiting on payments?
Lots of prayers, man. Lots of prayers, faith, have a really good team. No matter how hard it gets, we always make it by the skin of our teeth.
For somebody who's struggling financially, maybe they're broke right now, is starting a lawn care landscaping business an actual solution?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to take a risk in anything in life. So starting a business, whether it's lawn care or anything otherwise, you got to take that risk. You got to invest in yourself and bet on yourself.
What's been your most embarrassing moment of your life?
So I started my company with zero experience. Again, took a big risk and bet on myself. When I bought my first mower, it was an Exmark zero turn. I bought it from Doug Howard down at Howard Brothers. And the day that I bought it, I actually had to have him loaded up on my truck because I had no idea how to use it. So that's pretty embarrassing in itself. But additionally, when I got to my first customer's property, getting it off the truck was wild. That thing was hopping and hopping and hopping because I had no experience. So my customer's looking at me and this thing is just bouncing and bouncing and my truck is bouncing and bouncing. And she was kind of questioning whether she should hire me, but she did. And, I kind of learned through trial by fire and here I am today. So no matter how embarrassing it is, you can still make it.
What's the craziest request a client's ever asked of you?
Oh, I've had many of those. Most of them are very off, not landscaping, to clean their roof off and stuff like that. I'm always like, that's not what we do. It says landscape. So I'm not going to get on your roof. Getting on the roof. I'm not getting on a roof. Sorry. I'm not a roofer.
How important is it to invest in team members? I know you brought some of your team to the Lawn Care Life Conference. Why invest in your team?
You're only as good as your team, right? A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. I can only do so much as a business owner. I'm the guy that's kind of in the back strategizing and pulling the levers and twisting the dials. But, the team is the boots on the ground that actually go down and execute the plan and get things done. So you have to continuously invest in them and their growth so that you guys can grow because a rising tide raises all ships.